Good morning from the woods above Loch Ness. What a place to wake up in. Quite gusty wind last night and absolutely nothing even reached the tent. This is just a perfect spot to camp. All the lovely things in one place. Sun, coffee. Yeah. Coffee that's boiling over. And that guy's not too bad either.
We could be anywhere in Canada now with the views.
Yeah, but there would be bears.
Yeah, there's bears there.
Oh, my match was disintegrated.
Strong words. It basically went super flat. Like, we noticed it last night.
Yeah.
Not the night, sorry, the night before. And Brian stepped out at like 4 o'clock and it was fine, and in the morning it was flat, so we just hoped that he'd knocked like the valve or something when he came back in. God, isn't this pretty? Sorry.
It is pretty.
But then last night we pumped it up.
And an hour later it was down.
Yeah, so there's definitely a leak in it somewhere. And mine
He's got a Homer Simpson.
decided to get Homer Simpson syndrome.
What was that, Betty Simpson? I don't know what her wife's called.
Marge.
Marge. It's a Marge Simpson, because it's not as big as mine yet.
Yeah, so the baffles have started popping, so we had a great night's sleep. We actually swapped pads because I can sleep on hard ground easier than he can. And but yeah, it was an interesting night. So hopefully this is our last day and we will actually hike out today, so there's extra motivation to not spend an extra night in the woods because it will be uncomfortable. But other than that, yeah, this spot was pretty decent. On the last bit of the climb now, somewhere in this beautiful landscape is the official high point of the Great Glen, which is, I say the official because obviously the highest point is, if you take the high route, is at 470 meters, but if you take the low routes, the highest point of the Great Glen is today. Somewhere. I remember it being totally unremarkable, which is not what you can say about this place. So we're playing that game again. Guess where the high point is. Can't remember whether there's an actual sign. There's a random cairn at the side of the road here. So this might be it. Doesn't feel any higher than we've been before, or will be again. But as I said, I remember the high point being completely unspectacular. Brian was here with a carving knife.
I'm not that good.
You're supposed to leave no trace.
I did. I brought it.
Yeah, that's the lock that was in my backpack, honest.
Yeah.
We're on the way to the Abriachen Cafe. We're not going to go in, but this is the way to it. And there's a water tap just after the gate. We come past there, come through there. And there's a water tap, which is really convenient. Unfortunately, it's running. I mean, there's no way to turn it off at the moment. So I'm hoping that that's not wasting too much. So we filled up there. But as I said, it was already running when we came and we can't shut it off. Somehow I don't think there will be a steam train here on New Year's Day. But this is where the cafe is anyway. But we have another hour to go before breakfast.
Long road, and it's not going to Tipperary.
We hope, otherwise we've taken the wrong turn. I must say, as nice as the landscape is, this road walk is getting a bit tedious. We've been on the road for over an hour now and there's still no end in sight. It's just an awful lot of road walking. Well, about 3 minutes after I filmed the last bit moaning, we came off the road onto this, which is a lot nicer to walk on. It is still very exposed and very hot today. Yeah, but at least the surface is nicer to walk on now.
Manchester at all. Just like the Happy Mondays. They're going back a bit.
Yeah, this is how hot it's become. Brian has relented and put on his hat.
Manchester at.
It's twisting its melon, man. This is nice. It's getting a bit shadier now. I think we're about to enter proper woods again. There's a couple of camp spots we've spotted. Like, people have obviously camped between these trees here. Suspiciously flat ground between trees. Nice area, so not a lot of water, so mind you. There's a thingy over there, but it's not. It's standing. Ancient collapsing monuments. Probably an old sheep shed.
Back to 1642 of the Battle of the Brian Peak versus the Dragon.
The dragon clearly won.
Wouldn't you?
We're finally in the woods again. This is the last stretch of wood before we get spat out in the outskirts of Inverness, where we shall see how this trail runs, because, I mean, this is one thing to say about Great Glen. It is superbly waymarked. I mean, absolutely superbly waymarked. Even we can't get lost here. However,
around town, it's not the greatest.
Yeah, but
quite a few people get lost. Yeah, I think with that flat roof is that, I think it knocked it down. Because that whole estate is where it should be.
There's Inverness. Brian's missing a building. There was an old hospital that sent you round the back of, and he thinks they might have knocked that down. I'm not sure. I can't. My memory doesn't stretch quite as far back as this. There you go. It's all still there. It was just hidden behind the trees. Looks like they've turned it all into flats now, and just kept some of the old structure. But yeah, what else are you going to do with it other than turn it into flats? Well, this is all very different from last time. Looks like they repointed everything on the hospital and turned it into flats. Pretty sure none of these houses were even here. There was a really old sort of 70s style estate. So, yeah. And there was a signpost just now, but now they're all gone. Everything's called Great Glen something or other, but where the Great Glen Way goes, nobody knows. We won the first piece of the jigsaw puzzle. We made it through all the new building works onto this path here. Finally made it to the canal.
Feet are hurting.
Yeah.
A lot of road walking today.
There's a lot of road walking and it carries on. It's like all these long distance hikes, isn't it?
The last day is always the worst.
Because they send you into a town somewhere to finish it off. You're just walking through town for a long time at the end of most of the English, Scottish, UK long distance hikes.
Just going through subway and beautiful, nice Celtic art. It says, do not touch, because you'll turn into a dragon or a witch.
Oh, see ya.
Add a bit of flavour. I think personally, I think if I want to go for my life,
there's Heidi. Oh, this is quite nice after a hard day's hiking. It just goes on, a bit like Heidi. Alright. Beds, everything. It's very pretty. Well, Nessie.
Finally, there's Nessie.
Pigeons like him.
This last bit, you know, having said that, going into Inverness is a bit painful. This very last stretch through the park is very pleasant. It is kind of almost makes up for all the pain earlier, but it is still on concrete and my feet are hurting.
Day off. This would be a nice place to visit because the parks in Inverness are beautiful. But we don't.
Nope. The mushrooms are calling and we must go.
There we are at the castle. I think last time we were here it was boarded up as well. There we go. I'm sure it's beautiful when the scaffolding's down. There we go. There's me and there's Heidi. Hello.